I don't know if you're aware of this or not, but about a week ago, there's some Charlie Kirk wannabes that went to an HBCU and tried to, have they claimed to have a debate about what Charlie Kirk was talking about when they was really there to sow division and get an emotional rise out of the people, out of the kids there. I mean, it was, I saw the whole video and it was your typical niggerish behavior, which is exactly what I knew it was. That's when, because they showed them yelling and screaming, and one nigga was dancing a jig, looking stupid, like, just giving these people the emotional rise that they want. Like, nothing never comes out of these debates. These people are not coming to get your perspective or get you. They're really trying to get you to see. Hold on, let me start over. He wasn't going to these HBCUs because his message wasn't for young black kids. It was for young white kids. I don't know if they're aware of it, but we may not be. This younger generations, we're talking about not so much Gen Z, but Generation Alpha. Well, I'm Gen X, and I don't think that this world is Gen X's world after the boomers have gone. I think we need to pass it right on to the millennials and Gen Z. We like this generation, society going forward needs to belong to the people who grew up with a cell phone. That would be Gen Z. Some of the millennials and Gen Z. That's who needs to be running the world now. Anybody who, and if you're older, you know what I'm talking about. When they hear you have to download the app. I wasn't a little boy going with my mom to pay bills and run errands and heard the cashier behind the counter say download the app. I just never heard that. So that's something that I'd rather not download apps. I'd rather you send the bill to my house. There's a medical bill that I just paid it to my download apps. Just send it to my house. Click. But nonetheless, it's the younger people's world, and the younger people are not with this white supremacy type thing. They just want to live, and they really do want to get along with each other. During the George Floyd protest, I know a woman who's my age, whose daughter wanted to protest not protest against Black Lives Matter, but was protesting for black people. Her mom didn't want it. The girl and her mom didn't speak for the longest time. And now I got to look at the mom and say, okay, now what about you made your daughter say that you were the R word and not want to deal with you? See? And so basically the message needs to get out to the younger kids so that they follow the same pattern that their great-grandfathers followed. They're losing. That's what I'm saying. They're panicking because they feel like they're losing their grip on society because they don't have us to kick around. And a big thing going forward with that is do not debate these people. Do not engage with them in any way. Do not give them your energy. What we saw with the chimping out at the college, because the one girl said, "Let me see your poster. Take a picture with it." And when she took the picture, she ran off with it to try to play up to her friends in the crowd. And then the guy tried to go after her, and this one dude said, "Go ahead, I dare you." Got in his face. If you've seen the video, he had on slides. And I told y'all, you got to protect your feet out here. I mean, if the guy wanted to, if they had gotten engaged, he would have got jumped on. But to get engaged, he should have did a toe stomp or a heel stomp with the back of his heel on the bridge of his foot. He wouldn't be able to stand up too well after that. So, but nonetheless, I'm way past that kind of stuff. But that is the one thing I did notice. Oh, he got on them slides. I would have stepped right on his foot. He lost his balance, and then there would have been more melee. But nonetheless, don't engage with these people. I've seen enough videos talking about engage. And then I even saw one saying that they should have like a town hall meeting. No! We don't need, first of all, we as black people don't need to be told about a system that has oppressed us and expect us not to get angry about it. You're going to sit there. That's the one thing that angers me with all this reverse racism talk, because I've been called racist by people, and it really like gaslights me, because in order to be racist, you have to be in power to be able to keep somebody out of something that they want. And that's just not where black people are coming from. But nonetheless, they ain't trying to change your perspective, or no, they ain't even trying to change your perspective. How they gonna? There's nobody out here that can convince me illegal immigration is good for black people. I don't care we have nothing to talk about. I'm no longer giving my energy to anybody really, but to emotional vampires like in the dominant society. I don't know if y'all really know how much they need us in order to feel superior. They came to the campus to feel superior. If they felt they can come and set up without having permission and nobody was going to bother them, or they might have just hoped that they got what they got, so they could videotape what they wanted, just to kind of like the loud, get out of here, dancing around, jumping around, acting like park apes. So he could say, you see how they are? That's another reason why I say they don't engage. We don't have, and I don't know if this is generalization or not. It may be, but I really feel it's true. We don't have especially at a college age, especially around a bunch of your peers, if you're African American, we don't have the maturity to be able to articulate in a way that's professional and where it's going to come across like you've got a point to say and somebody needs to listen to you. It's just we're not there yet. And if they have it in a town hall meeting, it's going to be a bunch of people trying to overtalk whoever has the microphone. And at the end of the day, nothing is going to change. Your viewpoint, they're not going to see your viewpoint, and you're not going to see theirs. So there's absolutely no point in debating people that come to these college campuses. Or if you're at work and John says, hey, how do you feel about Charlie Kirk? I don't discuss race at work. I don't discuss race with I don't discuss politics with white people. You start saying these things. Like, we need to gatekeep our community. And part of gatekeeping our community is not letting people in who are not of our community. See ya.